Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another hot, beautiful, gorgeous day here off the waters of Thailand. I'm gonna be doing things a little bit differently for this video. I'm gonna be kind of narrating a little bit more face-to-face and kind of pick up where we left off from the last video and showcase arguably our most favorite part of all of Thailand, Railay Beach. Now, the common misconception that travelers have about Railay is that it's an island. It's actually a large peninsula that's part of Krabi. It is, however, cut off from the rest of the mainland by a row of steep cliffs, so it's just got that small island feel, and the only way to get there is by boat. One of the things I absolutely loved about this place is its people. Very friendly from the get-go, and the whole area has this amazing, relaxed vibe. There are plenty of options for outdoor recreation, including rock climbing, kayaking, hiking, and of course swimming. Even the monkeys here are cute and adorable. I think they're actually a much calmer breed than the pee-pee macaques. Railay is mainly divided into 3 beaches: West Railay, East Railay, and Phra Cave. The west is where the boats normally arrive. The east is chock full of resorts and mangroves, and Phra is basically popular for rock climbing. But I'll explain later in detail later on in this video. To get here, we went to the beginning of Phra Beach to the small longtail boat service kiosk. I think the price was somewhere around 150 baht per person for about a 15-minute ride. The boat eventually just drops you off on West Railay and then off you go. Railay has occasionally been compared to the movie Avatar, just based off its cliffy environments. It even has a brand spanking new resort called Avatar, which tries to imitate some of the elements from the movie. We stayed on East Railay for about 5 nights, and basically the first day we spent exploring the area. Railay is very walkable, and there's lots of little side caves to wander in and just explore. You won't really hear cars or motorcycles here, but you'll often hear monkeys and bats chirping all around you, making the whole immersion of being on this living, breathing paradise just a reality. The Diamond Cave is just a short walk inland from the coast. There is an entrance fee to get in, since it's considered a national park. Be sure to watch where you step, because there are plenty of boards that are just missing. Where this cave really shines is in the bats that inhabit this area. You'll often hear them off in the ceiling and the stalactites. Another spot to definitely check out is the hidden lagoon. It requires a little bit of technical climbing. Once you make the climb, there's a sign that points to both the lagoon and the viewpoint. You want to stay right in order to reach the lagoon, but be warned, it's a pretty serious climb down. You'll need shoes, water, and some grip strength. There are a total of 3 sections where you'll descend, each increasing with difficulty. The risks come with a massive reward though at the end. You'll be greeted with this perfectly spherical pool of water surrounded by limestone all around. Totally okay to go for a swim here, and if you're feeling adventurous, you can also traverse the entire perimeter of the lagoon with a little wiggle room. All in all, it's just a breathtaking area to explore, and you really get a sense of the magnitude that this lagoon is at. There are some smaller caves on the inside, but I didn't really venture in. When you're ready, it's time to climb back out the way you came in, and only this time it's a little bit easier getting out. Don't forget to hang a left and check out the viewpoint of both East and West Railay. It's really gorgeous. Once we were back down, it was on to the coveted Phra Cave Beach. The whole walkway there is just this beautiful paved road under a massive overhang of limestone stalactites and vine trees. This is where I think Railay shines the most, is in these long, goopy looking rock formations that are just frozen in time. At the end of the road is where you'll find the biggest overhang of all. This is hands down my favorite area of all of Railay, just because of how strikingly and viscerally macabre this whole cliff facade is. The beach itself though is pristine. It's more open to swimming, and there are lots of opportunities for more rock climbing there. If you're an expert climber, you might want to check out something called deep water soloing. Railay's kind of beginning to build a reputation based on this style of free climbing, where you're basically hanging off the wall, and if you slip, you fall right into the water. Just below the cliff face, there's this hidden area which we coined the belly of the beast. It's just an extension of the cave, and there are areas that overlook the Andaman Sea. It's worth checking out, and there are a few secret spots for that perfect photo op. We went back out and floated beneath this cliff face. There's something just so mesmerizing and captivating about this area, and I'm starting to suspect that there's something more than meets the eye here. It's tough to explain, you just have to go there yourself and experience it. We also recommend renting a kayak for a few hours and doing some kayaking on those waters by Phra. You'll get to see a lot more little caves and be able to take photographs of Railay from a different perspective. There are some tiny beaches you can just pull off and have a little picnic. If you're feeling comfortable, you can even venture out into some holes in the cliffs and see if you can paddle out. We went on some really cool spots with our oversized kayak. Just be aware of your surroundings, as well as the boat traffic that likes to crisscross occasionally. I know I sound like a broken record when I describe each little nook and cranny of Railay as incredible, but that's just it. It is, hands down, our favorite destination in Thailand. And I can't talk about Railay without mentioning the beach on Railay West. This is regarded by many as the best beach on Thailand, given that the sun is almost perfectly dead center during sunset, and the reflections that the surrounding horseshoe cliffs give off is just legendary. There's always a crowd here for sunset and plenty of small restaurants to serve you. Sometimes you might see a game of football or frisbee being played, and it's totally cool to just jump on in. It's an excellent way to meet people and close out the day. And if you're a sunrise person, all you gotta do is head to Railay East the next morning. Like I said earlier, Railay is a great place to learn or practice rock climbing. You'll often find backpackers arriving with lots of equipment to test their limits. One of the local guys we met, he goes by the name of Monkey Man of Railay. He's a climbing instructor, and he's got one of the craziest free climbing videos you'll ever find on YouTube.
I know, I will. Absolutely. Come on.
Wow.
Check him out. I'll post some videos in the description, and if you're ever in the area, just say hello to him. We didn't really get to explore a lot of the dining options while on Railay, but one place that stood out to us was the Railay Family Restaurant. The prices were reasonable, the portion sizes were huge, and yeah, we highly recommend coming here after a long day of exploring the area. We left Railay by going to that makeshift pier on East Railay. They kind of wheel you in on this barge pulled by a tractor and then onto the boat. We got to see a little bit more of Railay from a different angle, but that wasn't until halfway that we realized we were heading right into a storm. I guess it's kind of typical for us now. The sky definitely opened up on us as we docked, and we just got hammered with this massive downpour. All in all, it was a memorable exit and a great setup for our next destination in Thailand. Can you guess where it is? Here's a quick little preview. See you next time.